Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm doing a review and tutorial on the new Illamasqua Electro Tartan Collection. So I'm really looking forward to telling you my thoughts on this collection. Obviously I have the stuff on my face just now. But yeah, like I will let you know all my thoughts on that as we go on through the video. Before we get started, I just want to show you the things in the collection first. Well, the sets. So there is like, they come in like sets, which I think is great. It's kind of like their Christmas sets. So the first thing is this here, and this is their Prep and Glow Vaults, and in here there is a Hydra Veil. And there's also a brand new highlighting shade in the shade OMG Burst. So it's a little spin on the original OMG highlighter. Then there's also a lip duo set, and this is in the shade Glowstick. So there is a lip colouring pencil in here and an antimatter lipstick, which I will show you the shades and all that in the tutorial part. And then there's also a brand new palette for this collection, which is called the Electrify Artistry palette. So I'll take it out and I'll quickly show you that. But for the rest of the stuff, like I'll show you as I go on through the video. That's the palette there. Really like the packaging for it, it's really pretty, and that is the shades inside there. So as you can see, it is a very bright statement palette. So yeah, if you want to see me testing out this new makeup and my thoughts on it, then let's just go ahead and we'll get started. Okay, so I've got the Hydra Veil, which I'm going to be putting on my face, but first I'm going to actually use the eyeshadow palette, because I don't know like if there'll be any fallout or anything like that with the eyeshadow palette, so I don't want to like do my base first and then get it all messed up with fallout. So yeah, I'm going to start off with the eyeshadow palette. So this is the Illamasqua Electrify Artistry palette, and that's the packaging for it there. I love the packaging for this collection, I think it's so nice. And inside we get 12 eyeshadows, like that. It comes with a sheet that tells you the names of each shadow. So yeah, as you can see from inside the palette, there is quite colourful shades in there. There's also a mixture of kind of matte and shimmers. Yeah, like shimmers, and I think a couple might be like metallic-y shades, so it'll be interesting to see how they go on the eyes. But yeah, my eyes are gravitating towards this side of the palette, more like these shades here, so I might use them today. Now before we get started with that, I'm just going to prime my eyes with the MAC Painterly Paint Pot. Okay, so first of all I'm going to pick up this shade here, which is called Fleece Beat, and I'm just going to apply that all over my eye. I'm going to take the shade Sporin Spice, and I'm going to apply that to my outer corner and slightly into my crease. Yeah, see, like I've got a bit of fallout just right there, so I'm glad I never applied my base first. This is quite a dark shade, like it's supposed to be a brown, like a deep brown shade, but when you apply it to the eyes it is quite dark, you know, almost looks black. Just take a little bit more of the Fleece Beat shade and just slightly above the other shade there, because it's slightly lost that, you know, with that shade, and that will just sort of blend out the edges of the Sporin Spice shade. So I'll probably go back and add some more of that shade in a minute, but what I'm going to do now is take the shade Bonnie Bonkers, which is this colour right here. That looks amazing, that shade. So I'm going to take that, and I think I'm just going to apply that all over my lid, I think, and maybe leave just the outer corner to add a little bit more of Sporin Spice. I'm not too sure if I should use a brush with this or just use my finger. I think I'll just use my brush to place it on my lid, and then I'll go in with my finger, I think. Yeah, because I think I'm going to take it a little bit higher than my actual lid. Yeah, so let's try. I mean, you could cut the crease with this, for this shade it would be quite nice, but oh my god, that is so pigmented. Ooh, amazing. Oh my god, that shade. Oh Jesus, that is amazing. look at that shade. Oh, that is bonkers. Like, I haven't even wet my brush. Like, that's just incredible. Now I'm just going to take a little bit more of that Spore and Spice shade and just apply that to the outer corners to make it a little bit deeper. Okay, I'm now going to take this dark black shade in the palette here, and I'm going to run that along my upper lash line, and I'm also going to use it to try and create a slight wing as well. So hopefully this shade is dark enough that I can do that. Okay, so I'm going to leave my eyes for just now and move on to my face. So I'm going to try the Prep and Glow set, and in here there's the Hydra Veil and also the highlighter. That's what it looks like inside there. So that is the Hydra Veil and this here is the highlighter. That's the Hydra Veil right there, and inside comes with a little spatula thing like that, and it's actually a clear gel product. Like, it looks black there obviously because of the packaging, but it is a clear jelly formula like so. So yeah, this is an interesting product. I did try this a while ago. I haven't gone back to it since, so I'm excited to see how this goes again. So it says this is the best selling clear gel that instantly helps skin feel hydrated and smooth. The lightweight water-based formula is quickly absorbed by the skin and is the perfect base for long wear foundation application, leaving your skin looking flawless. So loving the sound of making my skin look flawless. I think I'll just go with my finger. Like, obviously you can use a little spatula thing there that will probably tell you exactly how much you really need to put on your skin, but it's going to take about that amount there and just divide that across my face. So, ooh, super jelly. It's been a while since I tried this, so I'm excited to see how it goes. Like, I forget how it goes. Ooh, very moisturising, like very hydrating, should I say. Like, ooh, wow. This feels great on the skin, like very hydrating and very kind of like cooling. Like, I don't know if it's supposed to be cooling, but maybe because my room is cold right now, but feels great on the skin. Okay, so I'm going to speed through the rest of my base makeup and I'll come back when I apply my highlighter and that. But yeah, so if you want to know all the other makeup products that I will be using on my face, I'll show them obviously in the little kind of time lapse, but I will leave them all down below in the description box for you. Okay, so I'm back to just finish off my eyes. So I'm going to pick up this shade right here, which is called Smiley Face, and I'm going to apply that into my inner corner just to make that area pop. Then I'm just going to do my mascara and then I'll come back and do my highlight. Engine with a fuel injection. Drop the clutch, pedal to the floor. Okay, so I'm now going to try the Beyond Powder highlighter, which is in the shade OMG Burst. So OMG is my absolute favourite highlighter from Illamasqua, but this one has like a little twist in it because it has some pink through it. So like that's the outer packaging for it there, nice black glossy packaging, and that's the shade inside there. So as you can see, there is some pinky purple through this highlighter. I do have the original OMG here just to show you what it kind of looks like. This one's a little bit messy right now because I use it a lot, but that's the original OMG there, and then that's the burst one. So if you can probably see there, like you can still see the kind of champagne goldiness through this one just right here. Maybe you would see that. Okay, I'll just read a bit about this highlighter for you. So, a baked highlighting powder subtly adding a warm hue to your complexion with a burst of pink for a natural radiant glow. Whatever you want to achieve, an all over illuminating finish or simply highlight certain points, Beyond's lightweight texture glides onto the skin effortlessly, creating a flawless skin finish. And with the choice to apply wet or dry, you can use it on your body as well to achieve a natural glow skin effect. Okay, so I'm going to apply this to my cheekbones today. So I'm going to swirl it in here, pick up a little bit of the pink as well as the champagne shade, champagne gold kind of shade. Yeah, so I'm going to apply a little bit to my cheekbones quite high up. Ooh, wow, that is gorgeous. Like, I don't know if you guys know, like I've mentioned many times on my channel, but my favourite highlighter is the OMG from Illamasqua. Like, I love it so much, so I'm really intrigued about this one, like with the pink through it. That's actually really nice, like so pretty. Like, I don't like a lot of highlight, like you guys know, I don't wear that often, and when I do wear highlight, it's always more likely going to be the Illamasqua OMG. So, oh, that's pretty. I like this highlight. I don't know if you guys can see that right there. You can see the burst of pink coming through that as well. I like that. It's very smooth looking as well. That's one thing I really like about the OMG one, because like the formula of the Beyond powders are very flawless looking. You know, they don't really highlight much texture, which is good. That's one of the reasons why I don't wear highlight a lot, because like you obviously can emphasize texture, but the Beyond powders from Illamasqua are great. Like, they don't highlight, you know, texture much, which is good. I don't normally get that excited about highlighters, but this one is gorgeous. I love it. Like, I love the pinkiness through it. Just adds a little bit of something extra, you know, to the OMG blush, to the OMG highlight. Yeah, like, I'm really liking this. And as you guys can probably maybe tell through camera, like, hopefully it's coming off quite well, but like you can see that has a good amount of like highlightiness to it, and it doesn't emphasize much texture. Like, I'm not saying that it doesn't completely not highlight texture, because that's just impossible really for a highlighter, but this one doesn't like emphasize it too much, if you know what I mean. Like, yes, I like it. Like, I do really like this. Put a little bit across my nose. Don't know how well it'll be on my nose actually, because obviously it has the pinkiness in it there. You could probably bring this down further and really, you know, highlight right on the apples of your cheekbones, but I have a little bit of texture that goes on right here, so I don't want to highlight, you know, that too much. But if you have like more kind of flawless skin, then that's amazing as it is. But yeah, you could highlight your apples with that as well. Like, I think it'll be really nice. Now I'm going to move on to the lip set, which is called the Glowstick Lip Duo, and this has a colouring pencil in it and also a anti-matter lipstick, which is one of my favourite formulas from Illamasqua. So yeah, we have I think it's a slightly smaller colouring pencil, because I do have some full sizes of Illamasqua's lip liners, and this one does seem a little bit smaller. Yeah, this is a little mini one. So that's the little pencil there, and it is in like a hot pink shade, which is definitely not going to go with this eye look, but I'm going to try out the lipstick in that anyway, because like, why not. The lipstick is the same shade as the lip liner, but let me just get it out and show you. So that's the lipstick right there. Gorgeous black glossy packaging, my absolute favourite, and that's the shade Oh My. That is hot. Yes. So not going to go with this look, but whatever. The name of this is Glowstick, yeah, and it's the antimatter formula. And the lip pencil is called, it's the shade Crush. Okay, so that is hot. Like, it probably looks so crazy right now, especially with this eye look, but like, it's really hot pink. It's amazing. Like, it's very bright, very vibrant, very neon type. Yeah, like, it's an absolute gorgeous shade. Like, in person, like, I don't know how it's coming across in camera, because my monitor here is showing up like the colours are a little bit different, like a lot paler than what it looks like in a viewfinder and what it looks like in person. But in person, this is actually a gorgeous shade. It's a very hot pink looking, like a really nice shade. But like, yeah, that is bold, very bold. The formula of the antimatter lipsticks are nice. They're very like, they're not super dry, and also that's why they're called antimatter lipsticks. They are more comfortable than a matte lipstick, but they're not as moisturising as obviously a cream or a satin or something like that, but still comfortable to wear. And yeah, this shade is fire. So again, that is the shade Glowstick, and it's a really nice shade. I do like it a lot, but I'm going to change it to another one of the antimatter lipsticks from Illamasqua. The one I'm going to change into isn't really in the new collection. It's not from the new collection. I got a bunch of Illamasqua lipsticks like a good few months ago now, maybe 6 months more ago. Like, they sent me a whole nude collection, which I'm loving. So I'm going to change into one of them because I think it'll go a little bit better with this eye look. But like, I just wanted to try on this colour. Some of you guys may be really into this colour, and you might want to see it on. So there you have it. Okay, so I can't completely get that off my lips right now. It's kind of stained them slightly, but we're going to go on top with another Illamasqua lip liner. This one is from the nude collection, and it's in the shade Raw. And then the antimatter lipstick I'm going to go in with is the shade Vila, which is that one right there. Okay guys, so this is the completed makeup look, and I think this is lovely. I'm really impressed with the eyeshadow palette. Like, I think that is amazing, like, in terms of the pigmentation. My absolute favourite shade in the palette so far that I've tried is the Bonnie Bonker shade. Like, that is just amazing. Like, as you can see on my eyelid there, it just looks incredible, and that was just like me using a dry brush. It wasn't wet or anything like that, so you can just imagine how like more metallic that would go if you used obviously a wet brush. Like, I didn't feel the need to apply it wet because I just love the way it looks dry. Yeah, like, so impressed with the eyeshadow palette so far. Of course, I've only used a couple of shades in it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shades in it out of 12, but I'm excited to use the rest of them now that I've tried these ones. There is quite a bit of fallout with the palette. Like, yeah, like it's more like a kind of dusting of fallout that you get when you apply, especially the dark shades. Obviously I haven't applied the kind of lighter neon-y colours, which I assume probably you would get maybe fallout with them as well. And as you're working with like more of a colourful eyeshadow palette, I do always think it's best to start with your eyes rather than like obviously your base makeup. So for that, so for me that doesn't really bother me, because most of the time when I'm doing anything dramatic on my eyes, I always start with my eyes before my base, so that doesn't really bother me. But I just wanted to let you know, guys. But yeah, so far the shades I have used are gorgeous. Like I love this eye look, I think it is amazing. Yeah, really impressed with that. Now you can probably already tell my thoughts on the Prep and Glow set, but let me just sum it up for you. So the Prep and Glow set, you get the Illamasqua Hydra Veil and also the Illamasqua Beyond Powder and OMG Burst. And I love both of the products, I think they're great. So first of all, the Hydra Veil is lovely on my skin. Like I'm really liking, you know, how it's making my foundation look and also my skin. I do think my skin looks a lot more kind of glowy looking, I think because of obviously the hydration like that comes from the product, and I really think my skin looks a bit more flawless than it does normally. So I think this is working. Yeah, it does say it blurs fine lines and things like that, which I do think it has done, and I do think it makes you look a little bit more flawless. So far I'm really impressed with this. I just love how it, you know, applies. It goes on really nicely, very kind of jelly, very kind of watery, not watery, like it feels very cooling on the skin. It just feels really hydrating. So really impressed with this. I'm going to use this a lot more now because I do have a bunch of these. I do have a bigger one and also have little minis as well, which I had tried out before but I never ever went back to it and I forgot how great it was. So now I'm really liking it. I'll be definitely using this more often. And then the other thing that's in the set is the new Beyond Powder in the OMG Burst shade. So this I love as well. I'm loving how glowy this is making my cheekbones look. I love a little hint of pink in it because like I said, the OMG is my favourite highlight, so I like that this has a little twist and it still is amazing as the original. Like, yeah, I really like the glow this is giving. Love a little hint of pink there. Can act as a blush because I don't really wear a lot of blush as it is, so yeah, that can double up as that. And yeah, I'm really liking this. I love how flawless it is as well. Like as I said, it doesn't emphasise much texture, which is great because obviously highlight is going to do that. So yeah, I'm really impressed with this. Like I thought I would be anyway because like I love the Beyond Powders from Illamasqua and again I love the OMG shade. So yeah, really loving this as well. And then the last thing we tried is the lip set. So first of all, the lip pencil, in terms of like the formula of it, is great. Like it's really nice. It applies very kind of creamy to your lips. Doesn't like slip and slide, but it's nice and kind of creamy. So I like that about it. The shade is probably one of the ones that's like this shade in particular, the shade Crush, is one of those shades that probably you have to be going to a specific event, I think, to wear this lip. Like, yeah, unless you're into that for a day-to-day basis, then good on you. But for me, this is probably like a special event sort of lip pencil. The formula of it's great. I do love it. Like all their lip liners from Illamasqua that I've tried so far, even the shade Raw and the shade Expose are really nice lip liners as well. So yeah, the lip stick as well. Again, like I said, the formula of the antimatters are great. Love the formula of it. Very comfortable on the lips, like not as hydrating obviously as a creamy or a satin lip, but still comfortable, a lot more comfortable than a matte lip. So yeah, the shade again is hot. Like it's a really gorgeous colour. Like in person it's a lot better I think than it does come across in camera. Again, it's like a special occasion or special event lipstick for me. But overall it is a gorgeous shade. It's a lovely formula as well. So really liking that. And the lip that I do have on right now is the shade Vila from the Antimatter range. So they have a bunch of different shades from the Antimatter collection from Illamasqua. So you can check out all of the other ones they have because I think they're really nice. lipsticks. But yeah guys, that is it for this video. I really hope you liked and enjoyed this tutorial. I would love to know what you think about the makeup look and what you think about Illamasqua's new collection. Leave me all your comments down below in the comment section, and if you enjoyed this video then give it the big thumbs up, hit the subscribe button down below if you haven't already, and I'll speak to you very soon in my next video. Bye!